You know the feeling. We've all been there. You're in the middle of a sentence, and suddenly a word you absolutely know just vanishes. It's right there, you can feel it, but you just can't grab it. Well, today we're going to solve that universal mystery.
Right? It's a great question, because it really does feel like your own brain is messing with you, just playing games. So what is actually happening in there when a perfectly good word gets stuck?
This quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It perfectly captures that frustrating feeling. It's not that the word is gone. You can feel its shape, its shadow. It's just beyond your mental grasp.
So, believe it or not, psychologists have a name for this, the tip of the tongue state, or TOT for short. And the first thing you need to know is, it's totally normal. If this has happened to you, congratulations, you're in a club with pretty much every human on the planet. I mean, think about it. 99% of the time, your brain is this incredible, super smooth machine. It pulls up words, matches them to meanings, and builds sentences without you even thinking about it. But in a TOT moment, it's like one of those tiny, crucial gears just slips, and the whole operation grinds to a halt over one single word. All right, so let's pop the hood and take a look inside. What exactly is causing this little glitch in the system? What's going on in our brain's wiring when a word just won't come out?
Okay, now this part is really cool. Neuroscientists have found that a specific part of your brain, the anterior cingulate, goes into overdrive during a TOT state. Its job is basically to be the conflict detector. It's the part that's literally screaming, "Hey, I know this, there's a problem here." It's the very source of that urgent, frustrating feeling.
So linguists have this model that we retrieve words in two basic steps. First, your brain gets the meaning. You know you're thinking about that seven-sided shape. You've got the concept locked down. The second step is accessing the sound of the word, heptagon. And here's the kicker. The breakdown almost always happens at step 2. You've got the meaning, but the sound file is just temporarily out of reach.
So if this can happen with any word, are some words more slippery than others? Oh yeah, for sure. It's time to meet the prime suspects.
Proper names are the classic, right? You can remember everything about your neighbor, their car, their dog's name, their job, but their actual name, poof, gone. The same thing happens with words we just don't use very often, or with abstract ideas that don't have a simple picture attached to them in our minds.
And then there's this weird phenomenon. Your brain, in its mad dash to find the right word, grabs a related but wrong one. You're trying to think of the actress Judy Garland, but your brain just keeps screaming Dorothy at you. This wrong word acts like a bouncer at a club, blocking the right one from getting through. Now, certain conditions can make these moments pop up more often. Stress is a huge one. It just gums up the works of our brain's retrieval system. If you're multilingual, your brain is juggling multiple sound files for one idea, which can sometimes cause a little interference. And as we get older, it's not that our memory is failing, it's that we have a way bigger mental library to sort through to find the exact right word.
Okay, so we've been talking about this whole thing like it's a frustrating glitch, a bug in our mental software. But here's where the story takes a really fascinating turn. What if it's not a bug at all? What if it's actually a feature?
And this is the heart of it right here. The way we experience it is as a brain failure, this super annoying moment. But from a scientific point of view, it's seen as a helpful signal. It's your brain's way of motivating you to make a memory connection stronger.
You see, that nagging, I'm so close feeling, that's the whole point. It's a built-in alarm that tells you a neural pathway is a little weak. By pushing you to find the word, your brain is actually tricking you into rehearsing and reinforcing that connection, making it stronger for next time. So if your brain is basically giving you a pop quiz to strengthen your memory, how can you help it out? Let's get practical. Let's talk about the best way to crack the case of the missing word. The technique is called cueing. And instead of trying to brute force the word out of your head, which rarely works, you sort of sneak up on it from the sides. You use associations, related memories, even the first letter if you can grab it.
So here's how it plays out. Let's say you can't remember the name of that ancient city with the famous hanging gardens. Don't just stare at the wall. Access what you do know. Okay, it was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Maybe you feel like it starts with a B. You feed your brain these little breadcrumbs, and suddenly, Babylon. The connection fires and the word just pops right into your head.
So really, the main takeaway is this. The next time your brain stalls out, try not to get frustrated. Take a breath. It's not broken. It's just flagging a weak spot for an upgrade, and it's kind of teasing you into doing the work.
And that kind of leaves us with a final thought to chew on. We spend so much time focusing on our brain's little mistakes and imperfections. But what if some of those very bugs are actually its most sophisticated features, designed to make us learn, remember, and get stronger over time?